Hey, what's up folks? It's Jlongo back here with a new YouTube video, and today we're going to be going over NFL Week 4 of the 2024 season. Last week might have got the best of us. I know they got the best of me, that's for sure. Got in trouble betting with the public side on a lot of things, and the sports books really cashed out on us. Last week I only went 6-10 with a total record of 26-22 on the year. We still made some money, but we ain't moving to Cancun anytime soon. Thursday night prime showdown. Dallas comes into MetLife Stadium here to once again win by a 20-point victory. I don't think the Giants have came close in the last 12 matchups against the Cowboys, especially at home. Dak Prescott completely undefeated in his career against Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones didn't play against the Cowboys last year, but the Cowboys beat them by at least 19 points in both games. I like the Cowboys to cover here, but something's telling me the way that things have been going, there is 90% of the money on the Cowboys to just win the game. 84% of the sharp money is on the Cowboys to cover the spread. I don't know if any of you guys pay attention to those numbers, but man, have they been killing me. I've been betting with my heart, going with my gut, and it's been killing me. So I'm going to fade the numbers this week, and as I think you should too. I really like the Giants to just outright win this game. Might be a shocker to most of you, but I'm going to play it a little bit safer and take the Giants at plus 6.5. I believe all this money on the Cowboys will bump it up. Wait till Thursday night, right before kickoff, see how you're feeling, see if the Giants really got a chance. Statistically, I believe this Giants offense can keep up with the Cowboys. But the Cowboys' defense, statistically, should be able to shut down this Giants' offense when it counts. But I like the Giants here at plus 6.5. Moving on to Sunday. Sunday kicks off with the Giants spread here. Keeping it in MetLife, staying in New York. We got the Broncos coming in town to visit the New York Jets. They'll have 72 hours to change it from Giants theme to Jets theme. I don't know about all that. That's plenty of time to give Bo Nix to prepare to come in and burn the place down. Let's see Fireman Ed play some defense out there for once, huh? I'd like to see the Jets coming in here and really making this rookie quarterback fight to stay alive. I know Bo Nix played great last week against the Buccaneers Tampa 2 defense, but when you got the shovel option and the corners play 5 feet off your out routes and your digs, then you can make a first down dang near every down. I like the Jets to cover here, but man, it's hard to bet against this kid. He's covered for 2 out of the 3 of the games this year. I like the confidence. Give me Bo Nix and the Broncos to cover an 8.5-point spread against the Jets here on Sunday. I know Aaron Rodgers wants to put it to Sean Payton, especially after all the bad words have been exchanged between those two. And Aaron Rodgers is playing perked out of his mind. But something that tells me about this Broncos defense that they'll be able to keep it close. Give me the Broncos at plus 8.5. Cincinnati at Carolina. Whew! Return of the Red Rocket to face who better than Ellen DeGenerate? My bad. Joe Burrow. Got him confused after seeing him walk out there on Monday night. Guy looked like he was coming back from a drag show. But the guy played pretty good. Not as good as the rookie on the other side, though. Man, Jaden Daniels took it to that Bengals defense. And I think the Red Rocket will be too. We got a lot of money on the Bengals here to win the game, and I like the Panthers dropping it down to a nice comfy plus 6.5 to keep this one within a touchdown. I like this Panthers team now that they got a confident quarterback in there to lead them. Their receivers were getting way more open than they have. It looked like everybody was just running more confident, being more physical on defense, plugging the holes. Raiders couldn't run. Everybody thought the Raiders were going to run all over the Panthers. Nope, they couldn't. I don't even think the Raiders running back got it into the end zone. And he was a favorite. I would like to see the Bengals start 0-4 here after I pick them to go to the Super Bowl. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. But they'll probably end up winning this game, even though a lot of money's on them to win. I like the Panthers at plus 6.5 here. Drop it down, slam it down, forget about it. Philly at Tampa. Baker looked baked. A mile above sea level really aired this QB's head out. He looked defeated, but so did this Philadelphia Eagles. Until the very end when they squeezed one out against the Saints. I like this Buccaneers offense, but they really let us down against the Broncos last week. Now a bunch of people are going to be back on the Broncos, and a bunch of people are going to be fading this Buccaneers offense, especially their defense. Jeez, Buccaneers, Get it together. You know who's bad against the Buccaneers defense and Todd Bowles? Mr. Jalen Hurt. He might have put the hurt to New Orleans last week, but I see him struggling coming in here into Tampa. I like teams whenever they're favored to win by a lot that lose the week before, that come back to home and are underdogs to perform very well. I like Tampa here, winning outright, but we're playing it safe. Plus 3.5 on the spread. Both these teams look beaten up. I like the record that Todd Bowles has against this quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Moving on. Rams at Chicago. Pack your bags, folks. You can't miss this one. Both these teams love to keep a game close and let their defense decide who wins the game. With all these injuries on the Rams offense and a lot of sharp money on the Rams, I don't know how that the Bears just don't squeeze by again. Could just win one outright and not have a lucky miracle on defense or special teams for once. I see the Bears going 2-2 here. Man, it'd suck though to see the Rams fall 0-4, but that's what I see likely happening. A lot of money, 76% of the money is on the Rams, 77% of sharp money is on the Rams to cover the spread at +3. But I like the Bears at -2.5. We're fading the public this week. We're playing it with the books. Saints come to Atlanta for a great NFC South matchup. I could straight up see both these teams winning at home against one another when they play this year. Atlanta got by Mahomes, more like the refs. Saints gave their last game away and lost momentum, really. I think that the Falcons should be able to return home here after feeling like they had one stolen from them and really prove it against these Saints who feel a little broken after losing a close one at home. I like the Falcons here at -1.5. Jags at Houston. What a performance from these two divisional rivals last week. Sophomore slump for C.J. Stroud? Or is he really as predictable as these scouts said before he even came into the NFL? Don't worry though, Trevor Lawrence is in his super senior season and he looks like he's ready to drop out. Get him out of there. This NFL year has been full of upsets that just don't add up. Historically, I like the Jags in this one. I've backed both teams for way too long, and after seeing C.J. Stroud throw that interception on the first play of the game to the Vikings, just give me the Jags money line and forget about it. A lot of money is on Houston here. 76% of the public money is on Houston. Only 58% of the money is on them to win, and that's the sharp bettors. Ain't that crazy, folks? 90% of the money on the Rams to win. That's blowing my mind. So, I'm fading the public. I like the Jags money line. Kind of like the Giants money line on Thursday, but we playing it safe on them. Jags money line. This is when we're going to say why not. Vikings at Green Bay. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. How could the Packers lose at home with all this momentum? 2 words, Sam Darnold. 1 in 35 odds to win MVP, playing like a vet. Aaron Jones, 2+ touchdown scorer for the Vikings, returning against his team that drafted him. Pump your brakes. Packers defense looks great. I wouldn't want to throw against these guys, especially after J.R. Alexander just got a pick 6. Almost called that one in last week's video. Vikings at -2.5. At home at Green Bay. Sam Darnold's going to have a slump, right? Eventually. But I don't see a backup quarterback beating this Vikings team. So what I'm going to do here, people, is give you the read option. And I'm also going to take the read option. If Jordan Love plays on Sunday, give me the Packers +2.5. Scratch that. Jordan Love plays, give me the Packers money line. If he don't play, we're going Vikings -2.5. So remember that. That's what this game's going to come down to. Moving on. Steelers come to Indy, one of my favorite games of all time to go to. My mother was born in Pennsylvania and she's been a lifelong Steelers fan. I got to surprise her last year with row 1 seats behind Mike Tomlin at the 50, watching her favorite team charge on and throw a lot of interceptions because Trubisky was playing. I'll throw a clip up right here. Man, that Trubisky can't get a starting job in the NFL to save his life. That guy's a joke. But we love him. Steelers at Indy. I can't wait for this matchup. Colts coming in here, 5-6 against the Steelers in their last 11 matchups at home. I like the Colts. You know, they've been playing good. I've backed them up dang near every week this year. But their quarterback is way more iffy than the Steelers' quarterback. These two teams match up really fair. I think the lean goes to the Steelers. I believe the Steelers have more dominant pass rush on the other side of the ball, and the secondary plays locked down when they want. I think the safety Micah Fitzpatrick is going to be a ball hawk and a crucial factor in this game. Might even put a little touchdown on the Steelers' defense, touchdown score any time. I like the Steelers' defense to really bring it to this young QB. Give me the Steelers here, -2.5. Bump it up, slam it down. Coming at you hot this time, Indy. We ain't losing. You're going to see tons of terrible towels in that stadium this Sunday. Get ready, Colts fans. We're coming at you. New England not-so-Patriots at San Francisco banged-up 49ers. 4:05. The 4 o'clock game start. I like the 10-point spread here, but geez, these two teams are more banged up than a couple of extras from a Mad Max movie. I like the under in this game at 39.5 total points. If I had any kind of edge or lean on the spread, which I really think I do, I'm confident that the Patriots can slow down the San Francisco offense. They are talking about the Rams dealing with injuries. The Rams almost beat the 49ers because the 49ers only had one person to throw to, Juwan Jennings. They ain't got no Kittle to block, no Debo to get open. They'll run the ball, but man, that offensive line's got to be getting tired. I know the Patriots' O-line is, but after an extended time off break that the Patriots got, they didn't play till last Thursday. They got a little bit of a mini bye week in there. I like them covering plus 10.5. It's getting betted up to. I like them at 10.5 against these 49ers. Yeah, they got to travel all the way back across the country. They just went to Seattle, came back to New England. Oh! Defense travels better on the road. I like the Patriots here at 10.5. I'm playing the under 39.5 as well. I believe this game's going to be terrible. Moving on. Washington Commanders at Cardinals. Put some respect on that name, Commanders. Came out hot against the letdown Bungles on a killer Monday night showdown. Neither team punted the ball or turned it over once. We got to give some credit to the Bungles, but all the glory goes to the Commanders here. This team is, what's the Commanders' record? They're 2-1. Who would have thought that? Give me the Cardinals at -3.5 to even out these records in a good 2-2 matchup. I like the Cardinals here. They're one of my favorite teams in the NFL. I like a little Kyler Murray running around doing his thing, and Marvin Harrison Jr., why couldn't he come to the Chargers? He's an Arizona Cardinal for a reason. I like this team, and I like them winning by 4 points. I got them at -3.5 at +100. That's double your money. Kansas City refs versus the LA rehab facilities. Take it easy on these Chargers, please. The Chiefs planned ahead, though. Well, the NFL planned ahead and suspended the most dangerous safety in the game, Derwin James. They said, nope, we don't want a chance of him picking up Kelsey off his little feet and dropping him on his soft head. We like the Chiefs to win and put a statement on these Chargers. Put some fear in these Chargers, so that way the next time they play, Vegas can make some money off the Chargers this time. Can't write a script better, folks. No Derwin James. Injuries on the Chargers offensive line. Rookie Joe Alt is a statue. TJ Watt straight up stabbed him in his side. Graphic scene. That didn't really happen. Joe Alt, Rashawn Slater, out. Yeah, they got good interior O-line. Chargers had a great O-line in general, but if they're not healthy, they're not there. I like the Chiefs to win by -7.5. I got it around opening time. I know this one's flying towards 10. I don't expect Herbert to play. If he does, it's going to take one more Chris Jones tackle. Chris Jones is one of the dirtiest players in the NFL. Look at how many players have been hurt by Chris Jones. NFL just right by it. Chris Jones is probably going to break one of Herbert's ribs again. I wouldn't doubt it if he punctured a lung. He might even been the one who snuck back and did Tyrod Taylor's. I like the Chiefs here at -7.5. Don't want to spend too much time on this one. Moving on. Cleveland gambles its way to Vegas to get ready for a battle of the letdowns. This one is for the ages. It's one of those situations where no one likes the two people about to fight, but they'd like to see one of them get knocked out, right? I like the Raiders' money line here. It's a perfect situation. How could they lose back-to-back games at home? Panthers came in there at the Red Rocket, upsetted them. Big win for the not Las Vegas Raiders. Big win for the Vegas sports bookers. Browns lost last week in a game that they should have won due to Las Vegas sports bookers. They come in to Las Vegas where the refs are already on Las Vegas' side, in Las Vegas. I don't know, folks. This one is about as big as a coin flip as it gets. And honestly, I'm just going to go with the better football team. Give me the Browns money line. I like the Raiders starting off terrible this year. That team's not that good. Browns seem to play better on the road than they do at home anyways. So I could see both backup quarterbacks, famous Jameis and Indiana's own Aiden O'Connell, by probably halftime. Don't be surprised if those two faces show up and start playing. Jameis or somebody comes in there, it will ignite and accelerate everybody to play more physical and more confident. And maybe same for the Raiders too. Even though the Raiders do get along, we know they get along with Gardner Minshew. I don't think anybody in the NFL gets along with Deshaun Watson. This guy's a pervert. Moving on, 8:20 p.m. Sunday night. Get ready, folks. This is the game of the week. Bills come down to Baltimore for an early playoff preview. Josh Allen's been playing out of his mind. I am done talking smack on this quarterback. Josh Allen is legit. I wouldn't doubt it if he won MVP this year already, and we're not even but maybe a quarter of the way into a season. We'll call it an 8. But how will Buffalo stop this run game? Ravens' offensive line has just been moving through whoever, and they got Derrick Henry to just stiff arm his way through. Bills lost a lot of people on defense, and I'm pretty confident that they're still lackluster in the secondary, so expect Zay Flowers to really expose their zones. I like this Baltimore team coming back after a bad start to the year. They should have no problem beating the Bills, but man, I've betted against the Bills every single week this year, and you know what's going to happen? The 1 week I flop, they're going to prove me wrong. So I'm sticking to my gut, and I'm going against the Bills even though it hasn't worked once. Give me the Ravens -2.5. Stuff just really ain't adding up this year. We really got to make a difference. 80% of the sharp money is on the Bills to cover at 2.5. 77% of the public money is on the Bills to win. I really like the Ravens in this one, especially since the Ravens are playing at home. The Bills got to lose eventually. Josh Allen might be playing like Jesus Shuttleworth out there, but he ain't no Mahomes. He ain't going to get all these calls like Mahomes does. I know Roger Goodell did say that he loves Josh Allen, but Mahomes is obviously the favorite. Moving on. Ravens -2.5. Monday Night Foosball. They got to sneak a terrible matchup in the same night as a banger to keep ratings up. Don't blame them, man. At least there's less games to watch on Sunday at 1. Man, that gets stressful trying to watch every single game and take notes. Whew. Ain't complaining over here, though. I like the Titans in this one. A lot of money's on the Titans. 89% of the sharp money on the Titans to win. Whoa! That's one we like to stay away from. But I like the Titans money line here. The Dolphins have had 3 quarterbacks in 3 weeks. Might even see a little bit of Tyler Huntley here. I don't even know who's going to be starting QB for the Dolphins. I should. I don't think it's public information yet, actually. I'm recording this on Monday. I like the Titans here. Their defense has really been playing pretty good all year against every opponent, but their offense just can't keep up. Yeah, they probably, I think the Titans have let up 24 points in all 3 games they've played. Exactly. I might be wrong there. Probably should have did more homework. But it's close to that. So if the Titans can just score 27 points on offense against a team that has lost all of the confidence in the Dolphins. I mean, yeah, they showed some life last week on defense and kept it 17-3 forever, but they lost 24-3. Couldn't even get in the end zone once. I bet they find a way into the end zone this week with A-Chain. This Titans defense, though, I think they'll be able to stop the Dolphins when it counts. It's going to be a field goal game. I like the Titans beating the Dolphins. Here's the real banger on Monday. You got to stay up late to watch, too. Seattle Seahawks flying into the Detroit Lions. Whew, this will be a great NFC preview for the playoffs. They do good at scheduling these games on prime time. I just don't like staying up past 10 o'clock on Mondays. I wake up every day at 4 a.m. no matter what. I'm here doing this at 3:30 in the morning right now before I go into work. I like to see this Seahawks team do a lot better this year. I really want to see Geno Smith have a chance at the Super Bowl after his long career of being a backup and fighting for the starting position and finally finding a home there in Seattle and dealing with multiple coaches, coordinators. I love it. He's tough. I like Seattle here to cover at a 4.5-point spread against the Lions. I believe both these teams are just going to run it down each other's throats. They're going to pound the rock like they haven't slept in weeks. That's fucking funny. I'm leaving that. All right, guys. I like Seattle here covering. Sorry if I didn't talk more. I'm worried I'm going to be late. I probably will be. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for tuning in. This has been fun. I love football. This is my passion. Making money is my passion, but I love each and all of you. Thank you very much for tuning in every single week. This has been Jlongo's picks for NFL week number 4 in the league where they get paid to play. Don't forget, people. All right, that's it. Y'all have a blessed day. And remember, don't sweat it, just bet it.